Alrighty then, WMS band students, let's go ahead and take a look at logging in with Smartmusic and practicing an assignment. So the key word there is practice. This is not just a tool for me to give you a grade with. It is for you to work on over the period of time that you have that I give you to prepare an exercise and to turn it in so that you grow musically, not something to do at the last minute. So when you log into Smartmusic, you have your class listed here. Again, I have 3 classes. You just have one. It shows you your pending assignments. I'm going to click on that. And I'm going, since I'm doing a woodwind and brass tutorial, I'm going to click on the Shoe Fly Essential Elements 2000 for Band Book 2, which is our method book. It's going to open the assignment, and I'm going to click on Complete. And I go and I select my instrument. Again, for today's demo, I am playing B-flat trumpet. Alright, now if I gave you any specific directions for the assignment, they would pop up right here. But I didn't with this one. It's just to complete the assignment, and this one is worth 10 points. So I'm going to close that window out. When I first see the assignment, I see that my teacher has set the assignment to be played at 108 beats per minute. Now I'm going to try it at that speed first, and if I do not have success, I'm going to go ahead and slow it down. Look what happens when I slow the tempo down though. We get an exclamation point over the record button. That's because I want you to learn it and be able to submit it and play it at 108 beats per minute. But if you need to slow it down and practice it, which is totally fine, and which is what you're going to have to do at times, find that tempo that you can play it at correctly, and gradually click the metronome speeds up until you get it back to the speed I need to turn it in at. And you'll see what happens to that exclamation point when I bring the tempo back up to 108. The exclamation point here disappears. And I know that my teacher is fine with me playing it at this tempo. A reminder what happens when you put on how your part is supposed to sound. An exclamation appears again. You're not going to be able to submit that to me unless your part is turned off. But again, for practicing purposes and for learning it, I encourage you to put your part on, turn the accompaniment off, and listen to it so you hear what it's supposed to sound like. I'm going to turn the accompaniment down a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead now and perform the exercise. Let's see how I do. Completely normal tone there. The computer is getting used to your audio system and prepping its microphone for the right levels. If you plug headphones in, you have to unplug them first for that little test, and then plug them back in again. Some students prefer having headphones in, and it actually might help your recording. It also says that there. For better results, plug your headphones in again after you use mic test. So you'll see all the notes that I played correctly turn green. The notes that are red, I either in this case didn't hold it out long enough, and then the notes that are yellow I played too early. So rhythmically I made a mistake here with that yellow note. And then also it's telling me that I think it's telling me that I didn't play the note or hold it out long enough. In any case, you see your score on that. I got 90% correct. Now just know that when you're turning in assignments for Mr. Kluge, you could turn this in. At a 90%, I'm going to be giving you the full 10 points. Pretty much anything 90% or higher, you're going to be getting either full point credit or maybe 1 point taken off in the end. So I know some of you might want, well, I want to do better than 90, and that's fine. You can keep doing that. But if you're on a crunch for time, and you're like, 90 is the best that I can do, that's actually a really good score. So be okay with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my volume down a little bit. It is a little too loud in the room. I'm going to turn that accompaniment down. And I'm going to try it again. And I'm going to purposely make some mistakes here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this first note wrong at the very beginning. I'm going to play the note after this breath mark wrong. I'm going to play the first note here incorrectly. And I'm going to play this note incorrectly. So those I'm going to play wrong pitches. And then as we get to the end, I am going to make mistakes with rhythm. And let's see what happens. Okay, so you'll see the Smartmusic assessment there. I did play the first note wrong, and if you're on your own at home and you're like, what did I do wrong on that note? If you click on it, you can see what the proper way to play it was. You can also hear what it was supposed to sound like. I did well through here, and again, as I told you ahead of time, I played this note incorrectly. And then unplanned mistake, me trying to remember to play the note incorrectly, it put me behind a little bit on this attack, which I knew that would happen after I played it. So I was rhythmically late here, so that's a mistake. Incorrect note here. Incorrect note here, and then trying to tell myself to remember to do the rhythms wrong towards the end. I also made some note mistakes on these next few. And that's the exact note I played, was the bottom line E flat. So it's showing me what pitch I played. The right one should have been a G. Again, I click on that. It shows me it should have been an open G. And I can hear what the sound should have been. And then here, as planned, I was late on attacking the notes here. If I had been early, the yellow note would have been placed before the black note if I attacked it early. But because I was late, thereafter. So see, you see exactly what you were doing wrong there. You could also go back and hear the different takes that you did and hear the recordings. It keeps track of your best scores and the most recent takes. So if you want to hear what you did, you can click on it and Smartmusic should play it back. Let's see here. Well, that was incorrect. There should be a way to play it back so you can hear it. I don't want to take too much time if I can't find it right now because I am video recording this. I don't want to take too much time looking for it. But oh, I just found it, guys. If you play this or hit the play button here, it'll play your most recent recording. Okay, and remember, it's not the most high quality video recording and audio recording, so you're not going to sound the best. Trust me, you sound better than what you will when you hit that play button back. So now, if I were at home practicing with this and I saw all these mistakes, I would say to myself, you need to practice this slower. So I would kick that metronome down and find a speed that I could play it at correctly and get the grade I want. We'll try it at 80. And I need to move my cursor back to the top. And let's try it. That's going to tell you that the tempo needs to be 108 to turn it in, but that's okay because you're just practicing with it right now. did play a high C rather than a low C. That's written. It did give me the incorrect counting there, though. It made this rest red. So even though it misjudged me here, it still gave me a point off. So let's say that you did this correctly. You would gradually speed this up. Maybe try playing it a few more times at that tempo correctly and go up a couple clicks, 2 or 3 max. Try it again at that speed, see how you do. And if you keep getting a really good score, then keep on clicking up the tempo a little bit. If you get stuck at a tempo, knock it back down until you can get the score you want. Remember, you're in control. It's the score you want that you turn in. Let's say that you spent the week practicing this. Every day you opened this for a little bit and you worked on this exercise, and it's 2 days before the due date, and you are already at you've made it back up to 108. You would hit record, and let's see what happens. Correct. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to submit this to my teacher. So you have all the previous takes listed here, but this one was my best and it's highlighted. So I'm going to keep that one and I'm going to hit submit. And then you can make a comment, like if your dog is barking in the background, you can tell me, Mr. Cootie, sorry, my dog was barking. And once you're done with your comment, you hit submit. It's making an MP3 file of your recording, which is an audio file. And it is now sending it to Mr. Kluge. So what I get on my end is I get the audio recording of you playing. I get the screenshot of your green, yellow, or red notes. And I get the percentage score. But again, remember, even if it's anywhere in the 90s, you're good to go. You're going to be getting an A on that. That's a high percentage, and since I do total points, that'll equal out to either 1 point or 0 points taken off of your score. So I hope this helped you with Smartmusic, woodwind, and brass players, and good luck. And remember to open those assignments the minute you get them. Start working on them gradually, a bit at a time over the week. That's the way our brain works best. Little chunks of practicing over more time.